Yo, what up guys, B5D here, and there's currently a 10x event in raidshadowlegends that requires you to pull void shards, secret shards, ancient shards, all your shards to get this awesome and amazing champion. But before you do that, check out, there's a new fusion coming up on 7th of July, exactly 7 days. So before you pull all your shards for this 10x event that is launching today and tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, there is a 10x event this entire weekend, double event. So if to feature good champions that we want. So I thought about pulling my shards for Sicia, my void shard, but guess what? This legendary fusion that is coming up for Walking Tomb Dreng, a new legendary champion that will be free through Fragment collection process, will be available for everybody to complete if you have the resources, and one of the main resources is shards. That's why I wanted to put this one out there. So in case you've not heard, in case you're not on the Discord, in case you're not on the Reddit, you don't know what is happening in the raid community, hold your shards. Don't go all out and pull your shards for this 10x when there is a fusion coming up. So the question is, will this champion even be worth your time, right? That's the first thing you want to know. How is it gonna pull your shards? No need to keep your shards. He won't be useful. Maybe he will be a rubbish champion that you don't really need. Well, if you already have somebody who is placing HP bomb for your spider, I'm talking about a champion like what's his name now, this epic champion. Let me quickly go. If you have a Drexter, that's one, but that's not the best HP bomb champion. Instead, it's an epic champion that we all use for that purpose, Mordecai. If you already have a Mordecai who places HP bomb on this is skill, right? This one, 100% chance to place HP bomb on all enemies for 2 turns. You do not need this legendary champion. Now the difference between Mordecai and this champion is because Mordecai does not hit. So that's just this analysis I wanted to do. What skill am I talking about? This one, the A2, attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance. You see, he attacks. That means this champion will get a weak hit. And since he's a spirit affinity champion, if you head over right now to your game again, let's see, because we are talking about HP bond. HP bond is mostly used in spider, and the message that is dropped shows that this champion will be awesome for spider. So if you head over to your spider and check out spider 20, he will be useful for you in spider 20, but that's for the early game. So if you're kind of new to this game and you don't have a HP bond champion, you're kind of beating spider 11, 15 and 13 and so on, this champion is the HP bond champion you need if you don't have Mordecai yet. So he will be awesome for it for spider 20 and also progression in general. But check out spider 25. He's negative affinity for spider 25. That means he will get a lot of weak hits in spider 25 since he hits before placing. So 24 will be the place that you need to farm, because 24 is even the best place in terms of energy to silver or time. The conversion, 24 is the best place. But if you're looking for those extra legendaries by extra 1 or 2%, you want 25. So there is nothing wrong with farming 24 with this champion. I'm just saying that's the only reason that most people will say why he's negative affinity for 25, but then he's claiming to be a spider champion. Well, 24 is where it lies. So will this champion be useful for you? If you already have a Mordecai doing this job, he will not be replacing my Mordecai. So once I get this champion, he will go into my vault. Also, HP Bond is awesome for clearing Doom Tower waves, right? That's what I use Drexter for. He will not be replacing my Drexter in that run also, because Drexter takes all the damage to himself with provoke. So what else can this champion bring to your team besides HP Bond? Because that's the #1 thing, right? So if you've already beaten Spider, if you already have a Drexter for Doom Tower, you don't need him. So what else would he be bringing to your team? He has this equalizer thing where he balances his HP of one of the allies. Let me read the skill real quick. Equalizes the HP of all allies, then attacks one enemy. The HP levels of all allies will be brought up to the level of the ally with the highest HP. We know already one champion in the game who does this, Sicia, right? Once Sicia is in the team, you're just waiting for her to do that skill. You're like, oh no, she's gonna balance everybody's HP based on one of the allies who has the highest HP. So the attack will ignore 30% of the target's defense. If the target's current HP is equal, he is coming with an extra, some extra stuff. He's not just balancing the HP and just leaving it right there. He's going to still attack and it has some condition that will add more damage and all that stuff. I don't want to look into that yet. We'll wait until he's out in the game to test all these other abilities. But the main thing that you should decide whether you want this champion or not, this skill, this health balance, I don't think it's enough reason to get him in your team. But I feel the most people that will get him in a team will be for the A2. So if you have a healer like Director Drag, Vogot, even an apothecary, you're like, do I really need this champion? Yes, he will be awesome as a healer for your Doom Tower waves. So if you don't need him for Spider and you need somebody for Doom Tower waves, he will come in there, place that history burn on them. He would not land on the negative affinity ones, of course, because he might get weak hits. So he also comes with a reflect damage on that passive. This champion reflects back 30% of the damage if this champion has 50% or more HP. If the attacker has 50% or more HP, this 30% more damage instead if the champion has less than 50% HP. So that's another condition with that passive right there, 50% HP. He's a champion based on HP. But we know that when we want champions to be alive in the team, to place HP burn, to be doing this healing for us, we usually don't put a lot of attack stats into them. So this is not a champion. I mean, in terms of attack stats, I mean crit damage. We want to build them with high HP as possible, even a shield set even. So this champion will be coming into the game. It will be starting on the 7th of July. Walking Tomb Dreng. He's from, which faction is this? I forgot the name of this faction. Let me quickly check. Night Revenant. Okay, I remember them now. I don't need to check. So he's going to be adding to this Night Rev faction. They already have a lot of legendaries, so he's going to be adding to this team. And yeah, we hope to see him in the game when it joins the game. And how am I preparing for this? That's the next thing we need to talk about. If you've been spending all your resources on the Heroes Part event as a free-to-play, now is the time to stop spending and start saving some resources. So at least when the event starts, you have some saved up resources. 7 days is not enough time to save a lot of resources. We agree, but it's a start. So it's always good that Plarium gives these notices ahead of time, so players, especially the free-to-play, can start saving up their resources for this event. So now I know there's something coming up. I will not be spending my resources. And then for silver now, I will not go ahead and start doing artifact enhancement or doing a bunch of stuff, taking champions to 60 and 50. I'll be waiting right now for this event to drop a fragment summoning event. So I'll be saving a lot of stuff for it. So when the event launches, fragments are easy, fragment fusions are easy, but still, as a free-to-play, you need to prepare, especially if you don't have enough shards. So when that fusion calendar drops, remember, I'll be dropping my own guide to show how I'll be following the fusion along and showing you if we are going to be skipping out on some missions and stuff, so that we can maybe, because I think he's going to start with the champion chase, right? I think so. So we have some old school fusion that we have right here. I mean, old fragments that we've gathered so far. Mitrella Livebane is there for me. Gouda, Bog Brew, and then I still have this champion to claim from this epic, to claim from the last fragments I'll get this week. So that will be awesome to complete champion chase if it starts with a 10x. I think this weekend it's 10x, so next weekend with a 2x. So I have no choice but to pull my void shards. So all I'm planning for is shards. In terms of energy and gems, I'm ready. I have enough energy and have enough gems. I do not have enough silver, so I'll be farming Spider this entire week. Any free-to-play energy I get, I'll be spending it in Spider 24, 25 to get my silver up to about 16 to maybe 20 million before the event launches. So that'll be my plan. You guys let me know what you think about this champion, Walking Tomb Dreng. I feel like it's too soon. That's the truth. Helicat just ended not even a week or two ago, and right now we are coming into a new one. I feel it's too soon. They should have shifted this to at least maybe the middle of the month, second week at least. But hey, if they start it in the first week of July, does that mean before July ends we'll get another fusion? Or will this guy's fusion run till the end of July? We'll see how it goes. welcome to the game, or not yet. Walking Tomb Dreng. That's a weird name. So I guess we're going to be calling him Walking Tomb or Tomb. If you say Tomb, you'll be thinking of Tomb Lord, but I think he's going to be known as Walking Tomb in the game. As for his design, I'll wait till he launches in the game to check him out and tell you what I think about it. You guys let me know what you think about this one. Will you be preparing for this guy, or do you think this was the skippable one since you have Mordecai doing all your HP burn? I didn't even talk about the Hydra. We'll wait till when it launches to see if it's actually useful in all these places. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Later, guys.